everybody.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the 49ers are going to get a first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play. And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you're thinking, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Let's go!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up to throw, surveying the field. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's third and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He loses. And it brings up 4.
Now, on fourth down, we know the difficulty factor goes way up, and we know it would be a disappointment for them to just kick a field goal here after driving all the way down the field. But I also know one other thing. It'd be a bigger disappointment to come away with no points.
And Crosby puts it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Wilson on second down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. We focus on... And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Let's go! Brand 38!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. Look at the time. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose gains yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks for the football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. The offensive line and its ability to open holes in this defensive front, something they were confident they could create in this game. Got the job done there, picked up the first.
And something they wanted to do. Have we ever met offensive linemen that don't want to fire out and hit people? I mean, they love
scared of
the running game. Guys want to do that. And when you emphasize it, practice it, and work on it, that gives you an opportunity during the game. Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Offense. The penalty is declined.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver, his first touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Love the effort, love the dramatics, getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there, almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. He's got time in the pocket. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up a third down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be taken at the 10. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. A chance for us to look now at this 49ers defense. Their secondary, their whole defensive unit really struggling. They've given up 3 touchdown passes. That last drive was dominant through the air against them.
They found something that was working for them on offense, and they just kept going to it, just kept throwing the football. So that means an entire overhaul on the defensive side. They need more pressure on the quarterback and obviously need tighter coverage on the receivers.
See if they can get that tighter coverage.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Back now, as I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our 1st half of play.
Well read.
Yeah, thank you. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And 4th down coming up. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Gardner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22. And quickly they get to the line. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. He'll drop to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
He got 29 yards that time. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will give the football back.
seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Wilson on second down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll find his man on the comeback route, complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll give the Seahawks a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again here. Wilson looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second half.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally, someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And that will be incomplete as well.
Pass interference. Defense.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a cutback to the sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Shipped together here from the D-line. They'll come out in the pistol. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding time. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Still back there. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go! Split round! Split round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line is going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Now that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On second down, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
On third down, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Surveying the field. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. 3rd down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To throw again is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now, defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. So 2nd and goal here from the 9. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Wilson going to throw for him. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Try and start this drive in the air. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Looking to throw. He has Britt over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Back to throw again. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing 12 yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time. He's going to let it fly. And it is incomplete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught here left side by Britt. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts. make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes, because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And little room to... And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with it.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification, that's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense, because you can hand it to him, as we've seen. But you said 3 rushing touchdowns, and of course throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle defense getting set to go. They may have not played their best. Bottom line, I guess, though, they're going to get the win.
And that's all that counts when you really get down to it. Winning the ball game. Do they want to do it with style? Do they want to do it with aplomb? Of course. The bottom line, get the win, then you worry about everything else from there on out.
Well, they're going to get that W for sure. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got time in the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this one.